mask off. Hey everybody, I'm Miss Elizabeth. Thanks for joining me today for our preschool story time. I hope everybody had a very happy new year. Welcome back. All right, let's start off with our beginning song, okay? We're gonna sing, hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. All right, good job. All right, so everybody's talking about new year, new you, new this, new that. You know what? Let's just be ourselves. And Elmer, did y'all remember Elmer? I got my friend here today, Elmer. Little patchwork elephant. He is a perfect example of just being yourself. Okay? So that brings us to our first book. This is Elmer Again, okay? And this is by David McKee, and it's a Lopford, Lee, and Shepherd Books publication out of New York. So Elmer Again. Does it look like two Elmers there? What's he up to? He's such a jokester, you know. All right, Elmer Again. Elmer, the patchwork elephant, was bored. It was 2 days before another Elmer's Day, the day when elephants cover themselves with bright patterns, and all the elephants were quietly thinking about how they would decorate themselves. But Elmer didn't have to think. He was always colored gray for the Elmer's Day parade. It's too quiet around here, said Elmer. I'm going to go for a walk. So Elmer set off down the path. We need a joke to liven things up, he thought. But no good jokes came to mind. Just then he came to a pool. He looked down at his reflection. Hello, Elmer, he said to himself in the water. You've just given me a good idea. Thank you. When he returned, the others were still quietly thinking. Elmer walked over to his friend Harold and whispered in his ear. Harold smiled and winked, but said nothing. Then Elmer settled down for a rest. He had a long night ahead of him. What's he up to? When night fell, Elmer waited until the others were asleep. Then, taking care not to wake them, he set to work. Before sunrise, he had finished. He tiptoed off to another part of the forest to sleep for what was left of the night. In the morning, the first elephant to wake looked at his neighbor and said, Good morning, Elmer. One after another, the elephants woke. Good morning, Elmer, each one said to his neighbor. Good morning, Elmer. Good morning, Elmer. And good morning, Elmer. And good morning, Elmer. Look at all the Elmers. During the night, Elmer had painted all the elephants to look like him. Now there were Elmers everywhere, and nobody knew which was the real one. Are you Elmer? The elephants began to ask one another. I don't know, the elephants answered. I might be today, but I'm not sure I was yesterday. Then one of the elephants called out, This is another Elmer trick. Come on, let's splash across the river and wash off the colors. Then we'll see who the real Elmer is. The elephants raced to the river and splashed to the other side. But when they got there, they were all gray. Where's Elmer? They asked. Here, of course, said a gray elephant. Don't you recognize me? But you're the same color as us, gasped the others. Well, so I am, said Elmer. Wonderful. I always wanted to be like you. This is awful, said the elephants. Elmer can't be like the rest of us. Things won't be the same without a patchwork Elmer. Well, there's nothing I can do about it, said Elmer. Unless, what? Cried the others. The colors that washed off are still floating on the water, said Elmer. If I run back through them, I may return to normal. Try it, shouted the others. Try anything to get your colors back. Yahoo, called Elmer, and he raced across the river and vanished into the trees on the other side. In a moment, he reappeared, once again in his bright patchwork colors. Hooray, cheered the elephants from across the river. It worked. We've got our Elmer again, they began to chant. Elmer, Elmer, Elmer. Suddenly, another elephant came out of the trees. Did you call? He asked. He was soaking wet as if he just ran across the river. The other elephants just stood and stared. For a minute, they didn't know what to think. This, Elmer, is Harold, said Elmer, and he and Harold began to laugh and laugh. The herd of elephants burst out laughing too. When we should have known our Elmer's colors would not wash off, they said. Then they all jumped into the river to celebrate 2 Elmers, and the whole jungle shook with laughter at the best Elmer joke yet. The end. He's so funny. All right, so that brings us to our second song, and my little friend, he's gonna help me out too, because it's about him. So we're gonna clap along just like this, if you can do that, and we're gonna sing to the tune of Bingo. So B-I-N-G-O, okay? But we're gonna do Elmer's colors, okay? All right, so you ready? So we're gonna sing, there is a patchwork elephant, and Elmer is his name, oh, pink, green, yellow, blue, black, red, purple too, white, brown, orange too, and Elmer is his name, oh. Good job. Can we do that one more time? Okay, let's do it one more time. All right, there is a patchwork elephant, and Elmer is his name, oh, pink, green, yellow, blue, black, red, purple too, white, brown, orange too, and Elmer is his name, oh. All right, good job, Elmer. All right. All right, so that brings us to our second book, and this one's fun. I like this one. This one is Silly Susie Goose, and it's Peter Horacek, and it's a Candlewick Press publication. So Silly Susie Goose. Let's see what she's gonna do. All right, so one day, Susie Goose looked around. She was just like everybody else. I wish I could be different, she thought. If I were a bat, I could hang upside down and flap my wings. You flap your wings? Yeah. How about a toucan? If I were a toucan, I could make a loud squawk. You squawk. If I were a penguin, I could slip and slide. That's right. Oh, wow. If I were a giraffe, I could stretch up high. Can you stretch way up high? Good job. Look at that. If I were an elephant, I could splish and splash. Just like Elmer and his friends. If I were a kangaroo, I could jump, 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 and jump. If I were an ostrich, I could run really fast. If I were a seal, I could swim under the water. If I were a lion, I could roar and roar. Roar, honk, said Susie Goose. But the lion didn't notice. So Susie Goose tried again. How silly. Roar, honk. You think he noticed that time? Maybe. This time the lion did notice, and he didn't like it at all. Susie Goose yelled and stretched and swam and jumped and splashed. and slid and flapped and ran all the way back to the others. Just in time. Perhaps it is better to be just like everyone else, thought Susie Goose. But not always. Roar, honk. The end. All right, so that brings us to our last song, and we do our 4 signs for the more we get together. Pinch our fingers for more. Put our fists together with a circle and say together. Put our hands kind of flat by our shoulders with our big smiles and say happy. Good job. And then hook your fingers for friends, just like that. All right, let's put that all together, okay? The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, everybody. All right, it was so nice seeing you today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.